are we not lacking PR people? Are we not lacking if we choose to be one-sided and not do our proper work, which is scanning the environment and then mixing, getting our principal to know not only his own wish and caprices that he must tend to.
I think I will start with the simple definition of what public relations actually means, and to some of us in government. It's creating mutual understanding between an organization. And in this context, like Dayo Folani said, you'll be very lucky in Ogun State. And I will speak specifically about my own principal, Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR. He's a core professional who has gone through the trajectory in the business world. He has given us emphasis, complete freedom to do our job in accordance with the truth, free conscience, and to meet the collective aspirations of the people. Everything that we say, they are based on fact and empiricism, something you can fact check. We run a government based on lies. As pure professionals who are in government, we also know that point, and we are going to be called to ask questions about our time in office. So we're also mindful. And when you have a principal who understands the needs of the people, set goals and objectives for the people, and who have people with set skills to do the job, you can see you look at the composition of government in Ogun State. The present Commissioner for Information was one-time national president of the LDJ, who's done a lot in profession. Look at the Attorney General, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and look at everybody in the sector. He has chosen people with set skills, and the essence of that is that you be to bear on the deliverables and the expectations of the in time. I mean with emphasis, at no point in time have we jettisoned the wish of the people. It's not done. Your principal is accountable and answerable to the people at every election cycle.
Let me ask you this question. Well, some people think that a lot has been done talking about the quality of work the president, but there is undue silence in promoting. So how do you explain that? If you are given the freedom, how do you explain that?
You know, there's what they call strategy in politics.
Okay.
And every government deploys their own strategy. In the time past, you have had people who do very little, but do overhyping and spend so much money. At the end of the day, people begin to ask, is this commensurate to the job done? And sometimes it could be counterproductive. Wherever you understand the needs of the people, that is the most important aspect. And he said, he's not in government to be praised. He was elected to do the job. I'm talking about Governor Dapo Abiodun. I ask you, if you go, with your own budget for media, like, okay, how many can this do? That's the mindset of a professional who understands. We've been all over the world. Nobody do unnecessary media hype after do all those things. People are supposed to report based on investigation, not when we spend needlessly to promote. Who deliberately, as a political strategy, is focused, determined to give qualitative governance to the people who will say. And that's what Prince Dapo Abiodun represents. But of late, what we have done. And in about 30 months, the president came to Ogun State and openly commended and he acknowledged that with the little resources, nobody would ever imagine the enormity of work that Governor Abiodun has done in Ogun State. It's a strategy. And then people are saying, oh, this man is working. What of the necessary hype in the media, and there is nothing commensurate to fix it?
Very much. Pastor Folani.
Well, it's always better for to allow John to speak.
Wait. Insight, and based on your experience, are you seeing a collaborative work and experts.
Oh yes, that's what I was saying. That it's always better to allow your work to speak for you. You know, when your work speaks for you, you are there. People will believe you rather than telling people that you are doing well. You know, when you tell people that you are doing well, that's advertising. When people come to you to say, you are really performing, that's PR. So when people are saying,
thank you very much.
I'm going to challenge you. Let me challenge you. Yes, you know, we are the same, but you know, we just have to say certain things. Yeah, things can speak for you, but remember the term stakeholdership. How much of stakeholdership have we witnessed?
yeah, that there's room for improvement.
I'm coming.
From his experience,
there's room for improvement. You know, there's always room for
But there's collaboration. She knows there's collaboration.
Yes.
I'm coming.
What people are saying is that other stakeholders should be carried along.
He's a third party now.
So there's always room for improvement. So forget that we're looking at 2023.
Yeah.
So as we are preparing for 2023 and election, people should raise the. It shouldn't be
advocating.
Yes, the people should raise it by yes.
All will be involved. Well, thank you very much, Madam.
I think that you should direct that question to the head of the professional bodies in the state.
There's an area that I'm going to task her, and that is, you know, we are looking into 2023, the shaping, the vision we have for new dispensation. We are not criticizing what has happened, but we are just trying to look ahead and say, how can we better the laws of the citizens? Madam, how much of accountability, transparency, nationally and otherwise?
Well, answering that question would take one back to a number of issues.
Okay.
When you say how much of accountability, I want to start with the accountability that is expected from every agency, periodically, say 1 year. Well, I'm not sure of this fact now that I don't know regularly every agency, and this is something that should be priority. This is what we are getting, we are using it for the good of the people. Often do we get that done? That is not. But even when issues are brought to the fore, when you discover that, oh, this happened here, there has been some misappropriation, or we cannot explain how some things went, do we get to the end of the matter? It's part of accountability.
And that is what the public is expecting.
Exactly. That this happened here. We need to know what was done. How was it corrected? Are the people involved being sanctioned or punished in any way? These are the things we see, we look at, and we feel this is accountability. When the government can come up and say, this happened in this agency and these are the steps that we have taken, then we know that this government is serious, both nationally and at state level. But we haven't seen so much of that. Even though I would say for Ogun State now, I want to give it to the governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun. Since he came in, really putting in certain places, we want to give that to him. But beyond having the professionals there, are we giving them the enabling environment?
We will continue as to whether the present people in government are giving accountability a pride of place. It is your image, and you are watching us discussing the role of professionals in governance in 2023 and beyond. We are not just interested in the current situation. We are looking for a better Nigeria. Contemporary situation, we are in the committee of nations, be a proud citizen. You can be sure that you've been having an interesting discourse. And my eminent people, talking about Mrs. Gladys Alasimbo, professional bodies of Nigeria have been explaining things. Madam, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
If you carry the everybody, taking hold of your position and putting matters straight. Much of that we'll do next week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here today. Pastor Dare Polani.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, a man with experience. We thank you for your exposé.
Thanks for having me.
We thank you for being part of this. And we told you we are going to be needing you on this platform. It is your image. At the same time, join us to join this flagship program on public relations. This is where we're going to end this program today. Join us next week to witness the continuation of this program. Thank you very much.
In furtherance of its desire to reduce loss of life in traffic accidents, the Ogun State government, under the leadership of Prince Dakwa Abiodun, has increased the fleet of ambulances of the Ogun State Ambulance and Emergency Services. The government has also increased the ambulances' stationary service points in the 20 local government areas of the state to provide free qualitative 24-hour emergency Medicare services. The motor ambulances are supported with tricycle ambulances to access remote locations. The ambulance service points are frontage of Obasanjo Hilltop, Okemoso Abeokuta, Mobalufo Junction, Ijebu-Ode, Shagamu Interchange, and frontage of FRSA Office Itori, and frontage of Primary Healthcare Center, Joju, Songwater. Other points are frontage of Comprehensive High School in Ayetoru. That of Idiroko is the frontage of the Primary Healthcare Center. In Mowe, it is in front of FRSA Office. In Ilaro, it can be found in front of Internal Revenue Service Office, opposite the Motor Park, and frontage of Odeda Local Government, Odeda. Also, the ambulances are placed at the Governor's Office and the State Hospital, Ijayi. So, if the need for the ambulance service becomes imperative, call the toll-free line 0912000033 and 112 for immediate free of charge attention. Let us always remember, life has no. Drive with care at all times.
One expert, anyone can get lucky.
Our environment is a gift from God. It's every life form on planet Earth. However, beautiful world we see around us will cease to exist if we don't take care of our environment. The actions of the waste we generate impacts the world we live in.